Possibly. I'm excited just to see in general what they're going to do with Hawk Girl. I really love that scene. I'm really excited for Guy Gardner in this movie. I love the scene of Guy Gardner and Superman, and Guy Gardner's busting Superman's chops. I really hope Superman punches him in the face. What about Guy Gardner? Oh, so you don't know about like what he does and stuff? He's basically just a dick. Yeah, like Batman hates his guts. In the cartoons, Batman is a Green Lantern, and I think in the comics as well. And Guy Gardner pushes Batman's buttons too hard, and Batman just takes that willpower and beats the fuck out of him. He does not care, bro. He is pissed. That'd be a big crossover to do. I think you would do that well before Crisis, if you set it up. If they do it, they should do it in a way where how I would do it, since they were probably going to kill Hal Jordan. I would do it where they have Hal Jordan come back and be evil. That would probably be the best way to do it, I think. Yeah, to make it like, oh, we build up Jon Stewart, Hal's been dead for a while, and then he comes back as a zombie. I think that'd be pretty cool. I hope Wally, because we already had enough of Barry. Welcome to the stream, guys. How you doing? Yeah, I'm really hoping for Wally. Impulse could happen. Be cool. Just want to see a Flash movie with Reverse Flash finally. Sick of him only being in a TV show. Hey guys, how we doing? Whoa. Happy Friday, guys. How you doing today? Oh yeah, dude. I found a new poster. I'm gonna make my lock screen. I was like, oh, that poster looks sick. It's one of the best trailers I've seen for a release for tickets they've ever made. Like, it's insane. And there were people trying to hate on the CGI, and I was like, no, you guys can't take this away from us. Sorry. It's not happening. We're too hyped. You guys can't ruin it for us, Snyder boys. Sorry. They can't take that Superman's going to be better treated in this universe than... Yeah, they can't handle it. They can't handle that James Gunn's about to cook. They gotta get over themselves, bro. Okay, so that's 2 of 4. Gotta make money. Well, I don't know, because they're probably going to claim everything, so who knows what's going to happen with that.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
What was he saying? Did you do a new video about it? That's good. Because Campy was a big... Man of Steel's the best Superman movie, guys, so... Yeah, I don't either. But that's why I'm surprised that he's getting excited. Yeah. You think this movie takes Superman 2? Do you think you'll like this movie more than Superman 2? Yeah. What's your favorite shot in the trailer?
30 seconds.
Pick one shot or one scene that you really love. I know mine.
Step aside, Archer. You are out of your league. That's what Tony used to say to me.
Oh, the one where he does the 360? Yeah, that shot's great.
What good can a mere arrow possibly do in a war of this scale? Ask Achilles.
I heard a theory that Ultraman is actually going to be Bizarro and that we're going to fight in the pocket dimension. Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think that's pretty likely? So we could be in Bizarro world in this movie, actually.
So long, turret.
They're going to... That's exactly why Comic-Con's going to go crazy on Peacemaker stuff. I heard Peacemaker Season 2 is Comic-Con's priority. Like, they'll probably... Oh, also, did you see Creature Commandos is greenlit for Season 2? And it's in production already?
Get that vehicle moving again.
Did you not watch Creature Commandos? Oh, yeah. Same with the Penguin. You have to watch the Penguin illegally, too? Yeah, for sure. People are so ready for this movie, man. I'm seeing people every time at the airport rocking Superman hats and Superman shirts. Like, it's so great. It does feel like it. Yeah, it feels like we're living in that world, my friend. By Loki. You think they're gonna tease Brainiac in this film? I heard they'd tease him, but I don't know what way they're gonna tease him yet. I heard his fingerprints are all over this movie somehow, but...
It seems we have company.
You think he's one of the main things in Supergirl? So I think they'll save his big debut in for the Justice League movie, but yeah, I think it makes sense. I feel like James Gunn is a big Brainiac fan.
Tony's got another.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
What's this? Some sort of lock?
No worries. Yeah, of course, man. Did Luke say when he's? Did Luke say when he's coming in?
Checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Hey guys, welcome to my stream. How you doing?
It seems we have company. We make a good team.
You still playing, James?
Friday got that on video.
James still playing his what's it called?
That's better.
We're halfway there. Keep going.
Feel the wrath!
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Needed that boost.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
The moon haunts you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. That almost tried to take me out.
Get in there. Oh, I'm fine, don't worry. Happy to help. Pulse charge! Fire! Nobody can hang with the pulse cannon. Kirby's going for the big win? Sure, why not?
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Happy Friday.
I'm good to go. Needed that. That put a spring in my step? I feel like myself again.
I'm sure there's gonna be a problem where you do something like that. Get shields, guys. Get shields.
Feel the wrath of the goddess! The moon haunts you! Extra shielding? Yes, please. There is no one better to protect you than I, little one. Extermination! Pulse charge! Fire!
Hey guys, how we doing today? Welcome to my stream.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Alright, so that was a good match. That was a good Iron Man. Okay. That's this one. Deal damage. Okay, win 4 matches, gonna win 1 more. And then heal. Okay. I think we can do that.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
Luke, are you still coming on? I'm on Rivals right now. Marvel Rivals. Ultron is weird.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Can I I told Brian this is no surprise. I said I just fundamentally disagree with your concept of this character and how you use him.
Mark, very understandably, wasn't thrilled about some of the choices in the script. The big things being the place that Luke's head is at, the fact that he's not the Luke Skywalker that we knew, and frankly the fact that he dies at the end.
Well, I thought it was happening today. I thought, well, if I go, I keep up. It's just up the range, right?
Hi guys, how you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a great day. I got people that want to fight.
Within seconds, they'll just comment me on the head. Stay down, punk. You have your own view of how your character should be and how he should be utilized. My character always represented hope and optimism.
Hey Talk Watch, how are you, my friend? Yeah, hopefully soon, Horror Fanatic. I just need to check some things about your profile real quick, and then I should be able to add that. Good to see you too, Talk Watch. How are you, my friend? Happy Friday, guys. How are you guys doing today? My day's been good, man. It's been busy. I'm a little tired, but I'm gonna stream for a little bit, make a video tonight for you guys, and then off to bed.
Capture progress has passed the halfway point.
It should be a good night. Happy Friday the 13th, man. Thankfully, no other bad luck happened today, which is good. This guy's pissed me off. I'm trying to get kills.
They've almost got it.
I was just listening to an interview about Luke Skywalker real quick.
And now here I am, very pessimistic and disillusioned and sort of demoralized.
I don't think he ever got to the point where he thought, okay, I understand why Luke has to go at the end of this.
I told Brian this is no surprise. I said I just fundamentally disagree with your
Yeah, good. Okay, good. Good work.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out for sure.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
What would you say to somebody that hasn't tried therapy before?
Just ask yourself if what you're doing in your life right now is working.
ErieSavers.com.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, guys. How are you doing today?
Mission area. Got it?
How you doing today, guys? You guys doing good so far? It's been a good day so far for you guys. Whoa, I cannot get a kill on these guys.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. They captured the mission area.
Jake, are you coming back on tonight, or are you in karate stream? Hi guys, how you doing today?
Don't mess with the Amazing Spider-Man!
I know, I'm excited to see it, man. It looks good. Yeah, I'm excited to see Megan too.
They've almost got it.
As you can see, he's quite blessed with a heavy on the chest, so we're aiming to build here. We also want some width on here, that's with the lateral raises, so we want to build it out here. Have some arms, one bigger. That's pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
I think what we're really asking is which movie's going to make more money, right? So it's going to be Superman or Fantastic Four. And I think there's a couple of factors working in the favor of both films. Okay, obviously Superman has really strong pre-sales. There's no way around it. They have really strong pre-sales.
I'd have to think that one through. There's too many good horror franchises I like. I would say, trying to think, what would be the answer to that one? Yo, what's up, Underground? How you doing, man? I would probably say Halloween's one of them. I'm excited to hear your ranking. Yeah, that's a good list.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
But what I would tell you is, considering the shenanigans,
The battle starts in
considering the shenanigans,
4, 3,
I think the pre-sales being basically on par with Fantastic Four, and Fantastic Four
a good choice.
having been about 20 days later into the future. I mean, I think basically they're operating at about the same level. Okay? So this is literally not a scenario in which Superman is blowing Fantastic Four away. That is absolutely not supported by any of this data. Okay? Another thing that I think people are forgetting about Fantastic Four is I think it has a serious lack of competition after it initially comes out. Okay? So the way this is all going down, there's 3 massive movies in July. The first one is the Jurassic movie with Scarlett Johansson. Looks cool. People like dinosaurs. We'll see how it does. Then you've got Superman. Okay? And then 2 weeks after Superman, Superman loses all of its premium screens to Fantastic Four. 2 weeks. And Fantastic Four, like, are there movies that come out in the following weeks? Totally. Are any of them Jurassic?
I like that ranking. That's a good ranking.
Or Superman level? No. So if you had to pick which movie you would want to be solely based on the release schedule, you want to be Fantastic Four. Right? Especially with how front-loaded things are, man. Because it's like, it's already seeming like legs kind of hard for these movies. But especially 2 weeks after you open, you lose all your premium screens and the new Marvel movie comes out. That's not a great spot to be in, dude. that's not a great spot to be in for longevity. So the way I look at it is this. I think Superman's going to be incredibly front-loaded. I think it's going to be incredibly front-loaded. And I think it'll fucking crush in those first 2 weeks. But we might be looking at something on par with Lilo and Stitch, where it makes like 6.
I think Superman will. I'm not sure how I feel about Fantastic Four. I think Fantastic Four might still tank and might still be a bad movie because I don't have a lot of faith in Marvel right now. But it's possible. We'll see. I'm very nervous about Fantastic Four based on what I heard about the lead character in the movie. I'm not a fan of Sue leading the Fantastic Four. I want Reed to lead it like the comics. But maybe it'll be alright. Maybe it won't be a big deal. I just don't like Sue being the leader, man. I don't like that we're back in the days of the MCU. The MCU is some of the worst part of Marvel, and just... it feels like we're heading back in that direction, and I don't want to go there. Doesn't feel like Disney's learning their lessons. Watch out, man. Whoa. No. I mean, obviously, I want the best, man. I want good stuff, but it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. Hey, Thick Man. Thanks, buddy. How come you changed your name, buddy?
700 million 2 weeks, and we're all like, dude, that's crazy. And then it will have its legs absolutely hacked off by Fantastic Four. And I think the difference will be, because I think Fantastic Four, it really does seem like both movies are going to operate pretty similar, at least as far as their opening. Okay, they're both going to operate pretty similar opening. The difference is, after 2 weeks, I believe Fantastic Four keeps its premium screens, and I don't think there's any major competition coming for like the rest of the summer. Right? On top of that, I think there's going to be a lot more walk-up business in the 50 days leading into, or I shouldn't say walk-up business, because that would be like weekend up, but I think you'll get more pre-sales.
Why can't the main one comment? That's weird. You've never been blocked, Thick Man, so I don't know why it would do that. YouTube's just probably being weird like usual. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, my friend. I don't got anything to support that data, unfortunately. Hi guys, welcome to the stream. We're gonna do something with this Wolverine. Yeah, glitch is possible.
to Fantastic Four, I still think those numbers are going up. So I think that plus you add in the fact that, like, I mean, the trailers have basically operated around the same level.
You've captured more than
We were
half
prepped.
the ocean area. Keep going.
Welcome back to the Den of Nerds. This one's gonna be a banger. There are new crazy leaks and rumors about Avengers Doomsday, including stuff about Universe X, the Invincible Avengers, and even some stuff about how Doom's really trying to get to Loki and some crazy battle that might happen on The Voice. So in this video, I'm gonna play a section from his stream where I go into some of the stuff from these new leaks. But stay to the end of the video because I want to give even more context. I want to go even further in this video. Big old grain of salt on this one, okay? And I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I want to give you the full take here. This all comes from a guy named James Mackwell on X. Okay, a new scooper, a new insider out there in the scene. I still don't know. This guy could be legit. They started posting his scoops to certain Reddit groups that I know for a fact have good moderation teams that would not just pull random people into that Reddit, okay? So take it all with a massive grain of salt, but let's get into this. Marvel's Avengers Doomsday is now in production and we've received important leaked plot details. According to a report from James Mackwell on X, members of the design team are working on concept art related to a major battle at a Mansion X. One piece of artwork is titled Invincible Avengers. I gotta say, that's a really cool name, man. That's a cool name, the Invincible Avengers. I like it. The wait till you hear who the roster is. Well named. In Avengers Doomsday, this team is tasked with resolving the incursion between two worlds and rescuing Monica Rambeau. These heroes, along with other characters from that universe, later protect Loki at the Citadel after fighting the TVA and Doctor Doom's plan. Now, wait a minute. That's crazy. We'll come back to that in a second here, okay? Who are the Invincible Avengers? So, according to this report, the team will include Sam Wilson, Thor, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, Ant-Man.
Yeah, most Marvel movies have post-credit scenes.
Bob, Bruce Banner, Shuri, M'Baku Namor, and the Fantastic Four, who joined the mission because Doctor Doom kidnapped Franklin Richards, the son of Reed Richards, Sue Storm, and took him to a place called Universe X. Now, first off, let me just say, this is, again, either accurate or this guy's really clever, because we know Sam Wilson, Thor, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, Ant-Man, maybe. We're not sure about that. Jennifer Walters, we're pretty sure. Yelena, we're pretty sure. Bucky, we're pretty sure. Bob, we're pretty sure. Bruce, we're pretty sure. Shuri and M'Baku, that's spoiled on social media. Namor, that's spoiled on social media. The Fantastic Four, that's been officially revealed as well. These characters are together filming. At least we know that at least a lot of them are. Okay? Now, Universe X, that would refer to the X-Men universe, which I think was labeled as 10005 at the end of the Marvels. That's that universe, right? We know that's going to play a big role, right? The chairs, they have Sir Patrick Stewart, they had Cyclops homie, they had all those people, so they're going to be in it. I've been reporting to you, which, by the way, look, again, not to toot my own horn, but dude, I told you guys that was the X-Mansion, like, very early on. And that's because somebody told me, like, somebody that I really trust was like, yeah, it's the X-Mansion. So I believe that Mansion X, I believe Avengers are fighting X-Men there. Invincible Avengers, that sounds really cool. That could absolutely be real. That seems like a team I would call invincible. I mean, let's talk about the heavy hitters on this team, man. Thor, wow. Captain Marvel, wow. Shang-Chi, very powerful. Jennifer Walters, incredibly powerful. Bob, incredibly powerful. Bruce Banner, incredibly powerful. Namor's real strong. Fantastic Four team's real strong. Yeah, Invincible Avengers.
Sounds a good horror from Cover Great Day, man.
A team that could potentially stand up to the X-Men and potentially even Doctor Doom. Okay, let's read on, and I have more speculation here, okay? Meanwhile, John Walker, Ghost, Red Guardian remain on Earth 616 alongside other Avengers to protect the planet from an unknown invasion. The remaining Thunderbolts unite with Wakanda Tatalan, and the sorcerers led by Wong to help defend.
Here's how we're gonna stop making excuses and learn those languages next year. You throw on a little Pilsner and you do the chores you had to do anyways.
Now say, I speak a little Greek.
Ask where? Earth. Okay, so all that sounds right. It lines up with things we've heard. During production, a few leaked set images appeared online showing destroyed Sentinels in front of the X-Mansion. It's now reported that Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom will be using the Sentinels to fight the X-Men in Avengers Doomsday. That was reported by Daniel. I literally made a video about it the day before he reported it. Check the tapes, man. Your boy's pretty good. Okay? In Avengers Doomsday, the MCU begins the beginning of the end. The multiverse nears total collapse. The Avengers assemble to face the greatest challenge yet, incursions catastrophic collision between realities that could destroy the entire multiverse. Earth's mightiest heroes must race against time to save their reality while confronting the powerful figure behind it all, Victor Von Doom. I think this is potentially true. There's one piece here that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, and again, I am just really not sure. You know, like, let's be real, we're speculating about a movie that's more than a year away.
Welcome, Gus.
Second, third-hand information. We're talking about the consensus of insiders that are mostly anonymous accounts. Like, dude, this is all a crapshoot. But at the same time, we have been able to sift through all of that noise and come up with pretty accurate reporting on most of these films. We don't get everything right, of course, but the sense-making apparatus that we have for these movies is solid. Okay? So the main reason that I am questioning this report is because I have been told that Doom will be fighting against the X-Men. And that's in this report a bit because they talk about how the Sentinels are going to be sent by Dr. Doom. But here's the question. How could Dr. Doom kidnap Franklin Richards, go to the X-Universe, be fighting against the X-Men, and yet also be pretending to be Tony Stark and getting the Avengers to help him? Now, that part is not in this report at all. But it is something that a person told me that was the same person that has told me a lot of the stuff that has been proven to be correct before people like Daniel even reported.
We'll go to Gus.
Now, I asked about this. I was like, how can this all work together? And what I was told is he's doing both. Doom is both pretending to be Tony Stark to get the Avengers to trust him, and yet he is also manipulating the Fantastic Four. He is also manipulating the X-Men. He's manipulating everybody. But I have a lot of trouble, like, having this all fit together. I think the main question for me is Doom kidnapping Franklin Richards? Is he really and truly kidnapping Franklin Richards? Because what I can't imagine is that he actually kidnaps Franklin, then gets the Fantastic Four to go along with him lying to the 616 Avengers about being Tony Stark. Then also stealing Franklin and going to the X-Men universe? Like, some of this has to be not true, right? So, I don't know, man. I don't know which part it is. I guess what I'll say is, like, I like what I'm hearing. Earth X, that is pretty much confirmed. They might not call it Universe X, but, I mean, it's an X-Men universe for all intents and purposes. I'll add to this here. I've been told it's an X-Men utopia. It is literally a paradise. It is a utopia that is basically a potential future for the Fox X-Men characters. It's kind of like maybe Magneto, maybe Professor X, maybe the two of them together have forged an actual utopian future for mutants and humans in this X-Men universe. So here's a possibility, right? Like, if Kang created the fake timeline, did all this shit, multiversal war, and it was all stopped, but also Kang hides the World Forge in the Citadel at the end of time behind Alioth. Okay? So, that's what it is. Doom needs to get there. Okay, but Doom knows as the incursions are happening,
Welcome to the stream, Gus.
characters from different universes will pop up. They will will pop up on the Void and potentially either be a problem for him to get through or something like that, right? So what I was told is Doom is using the Avengers and the X-Men, and he's trying to weaken both teams.
I was born to the world's greatest superheroes, but they got murdered on the day I was born. Unfortunately, I did not.
So maybe he's trying to like dampen some of the power or put one of those
Welcome to the stream, guys.
Johns on one of them so their powers can't be used or something. He's trying to take some powerful people out, right? So maybe that's what it is, where he's trying to set up a scenario where he grabs up some powerful beings, because I think he's using Franklin's power for sure. I think he wants Wanda's power. Maybe there's a good version of Wanda with Magneto on Universe X, and he needs that Wanda. That's a possibility. Maybe he needs the Phoenix Force. You know what I mean? Jean.
What's up, anything Star Wars and Marvel?
White Room, very important. Maybe he needs that. You know, maybe he needs Sentry. Maybe he needs all of these beings, and he's just going to use them as batteries when he hucks them into the World Forge, right? Because that's kind of in, which I should probably do a full video explaining this, but that's kind of what's set up in, what was it, What If Season 3 with Supreme Strange? Like, that's what he did, essentially, was he grabbed up all these powerful heroes and villains, and he just throws them into the World Forge to power them. Okay, so to try to really explain this, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, there are a lot of leaks and rumors that suggest that Doom will know that the multiverse is collapsing. Like, whatever it actually is, whatever the backstory for Doom ends up being, he's going to know that the multiverse is collapsing. There are other rumors that suggest he knows he has to get to where Loki is at, okay? And these connect to rumors suggesting that Dr. Doom wants to recreate a universe. And the thing I was talking about on stream was this whole thing in the What If Season 2 where Supreme Strange is going around recruiting all of these crazy powerful heroes, but it ends up being a sort of trick because he's actually going to just throw all of them into a World Forge to bring back his universe that was destroyed. Because if you remember from What If Season 1, that Doctor Strange has his universe destroyed because he's trying to bring back Palmer, he's trying to bring back Rachel, and that shit doesn't work, so his universe is destroyed. Well, in What If Season 2, he grabs up all these really powerful people, he throws them into a World Forge, and it's believed that with all of that power, the World Forge could bring back his universe. So with all of that in mind, it seems like Doom is going to be fully aware of all this, and he's going to want to get to Loki, and I think that's because where Loki is at is a World Forge. Because the technology, the Citadel at the end of town has all those like Kinsey little golden cracks, and that strikes me as very similar to the look of the World Forge from the Eternals movie, and most importantly, the World Forge in What If Season 2, the one with Supreme Strange. And this could mean that Doom
Welcome to the stream, guys.
Everything that he is doing in Doomsday to gather up these powerful people to weaken the X-Men team that would maybe try to prevent him from resetting the universe via the thing with Loki. And this could all be because Doom knows the final fight is going to happen on the Void, right? Maybe he knows these two universes will be destroyed either way, and he's just grabbing up the powerful people. He wants to then go to the Void, have an army, because he knows there will be a resistance there on the Void of people that are going to try to stop him from getting to where Loki is at and resetting the universe. That rumor comes from this James Macworld guy, and like I said in the section of the stream, like, we just don't know if this guy's legit or not. Like, he could be legit, he could be totally full of shit. But I love the idea of a massive fight happening on the Void. I absolutely love that. And having all these different variants of characters, and a lot of the X-Men and the Avengers, like, they finally know what it is, and Doom's just there, and he's got his army, and he has all those powerful people as prisoners, and he's trying to get to Loki, and he wants to reset the universe and make it in his image. And then you have all these heroes together trying to stop him. That would be so cool. And that would be a way to get some of the Secret Wars flavor from the old Jim Shooter Secret Wars and put that to even in the Doomsday movie. Because of course the Secret Wars movie is going to have a lot of Secret Wars juice, right, for sure, but it's like, will Doomsday have that juice? This is one way that it could. Anyway, a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation, but I thought this was cool enough to do a really big video where we kind of go over all of this. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about this kind of a video where I kind of cut in some stuff from the stream. People seem to love the streaming, man, and they just kind of like the more casual cadence and just chilling and like talking to you guys about stuff. So I might start putting more streaming stuff over here. I still have a clips channel where I do like a lot of the sections from the streams, but I think for
Welcome, stream.
Hello there, my dear friends, and welcome back to another Star Wars video. Today's a very strange one, because we have two big Star Wars topics that make it feel like it's the 1980s again. Because we're talking about Spaceballs, that's right, Spaceballs, and the future of Luke Skywalker. What a great time to be alive. So, let's begin with Spaceballs. Spaceballs 2 is officially coming in 2027, and we had our first teaser.
Welcome to the stream, guys.
A hilarious opening crawl, and then a message from the director himself, Mel Brooks, who is reprising his role at the age of 99 as Yogurt. You Americans say yogurt, I say yogurt. Tomato, tomato, all that jazz. But not just Mel, they managed to get Rick Moranis back. Do you realize how incredible and kind of ironic that is? He said no to, like, everything else. All the modern Ghostbusters, but this, Spaceballs 2, he's returning for. I'm a big fan of Star Wars parodies. I was too young to be around for the original Spaceballs, but my personal favorite parody is either Robot Chicken or Family Guy trilogy. But the new opening crawl for Spaceballs is incredible. It tells you how much has happened in Star Wars and pop culture since the first film, and how much has changed. The world needs this right now. May the Schwartz be reviewing 2027. And let me know in the comments if you want to see a Star Wars Meg review of Spaceballs 2. But let's get on to the main Star Wars news of the day. So there's a big report going around that Mark Hamill is quitting Star Wars for good. After Lucasfilm killed off his character in the sequel trilogy, after he helped with The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, the deepfake algorithm and all of that kind of thing, he said he's now done. And the way it was reported by various media outlets is that this was the end. Mark is putting his Star Wars boots up and saying, that is the end, finished. At the time, I advised you to take the comments with a pinch of salt, because the media outlets who reported on this were only focusing on half of what he said, not the full picture. It's so easy to take one or two sound bites out of context, sensationalize them, and miss the point. Mark Hamill was not making an official announcement, and he clarifies that in a new interview. He said he thinks it's time for Lucasfilm to focus on the next generation of characters, to move away from the Skywalker saga. And I said, the way Mark worded it didn't sound like an official announcement, just his own opinion on what Lucasfilm should do for the future direction of the franchise. And I really don't think this is the end for Luke. I think if you're talking about the Mandoverse, Dave Filoni's future movie, they're gonna bring him back in CG form or deepfake, the way they did in The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett. And even if he were to come back as a Force Ghost in a Rey movie, Mark can't reveal anything. He said this kind of thing before, but now, he's directly responded to the rumors that he's quitting Star Wars for good. His response is rather telling. Let's take a look.
I don't want to make a big announcement like this is my decision. I'm just saying that it really felt like a conclusion. My character was given complete closure. I died. Ironically, by overdosing on the Force, I might point out.
So do you notice the hesitation? He's not just going to come out and say, I'm not going to do it. I think Mark is happy to take paychecks if it means his character gets another cameo or two, and I don't think he's opposed to him returning in the way he did in Mando. If he was definitively quitting Star Wars and he was sure about it, he would have responded to this reporter by saying, yeah, I'm done. It made a good headline, but that wasn't the full truth. He was just saying, it's time for Star Wars to move forward. And in a sense, I think we need to go far into the future. Star Wars Starfighter I think is going to be a fantastic start to that. Just launch ourselves way beyond Episode 9 and give us new protagonists. Ones who we can go with. Ones who maybe at first the fandom isn't too fond of or has reservations about, but just like Ahsoka Tano, when you go on those journeys with them, when you see them evolve, fans get on board.
Skywalker trilogy was over. It was a whole new era for them. George gave them this amazing canvas. The entire galaxy. They can do westerns, the mystery.
Did you watch? Oh, I missed that comment, Brandon. Repeat it for me real quick.
Maximum pulse.
Judge, jury.
Repeat your comment, Brandon. I missed it. Yeah, I missed what you said. Repeat it for me.
Let's do this.
Only 60 seconds left. down to 30 seconds.
I'm still here, honey. How was dinner?
These comedies, you know, whodunits, anything within that realm of the Star Wars.
Did you catch the Spaceballs Quest for More Money trailer confirmed by original director? I'm good, Liam Panda. How are you? I heard about the trailer. I haven't watched it yet. Why are you trying to call? Yeah, guys. Alright, I'm probably gonna get off here in a little bit. Just finishing up some quests real quick. Yeah, man, I'll watch it tomorrow. Thanks for coming to my stream, guys. I'm gonna review a lot of videos. I put out a music video today. I'm gonna make a lot more videos tomorrow. I just need to get some proper sleep and motivation. But I will see you guys tomorrow for more stuff. Thank you guys. Have a great night.